Now, normally when we think about chemical reactions, we think about explosions and mixing things together and reactions happening really, really quickly. But in fact, quite often reactions happen really, really slowly. Only a few molecules are changing over a really long period of time. It can take years and years. And a great example of a slow chemical reaction is corrosion. So if I have a little bit of iron and I plop a bit of water on it, over a long period of time, the iron and the water and also the oxygen in the air will combine and they'll form a new product, so chemical reaction, and they'll form something called iron hydroxide. So iron hydroxide, you would know it simply as rust. But it doesn't happen very quickly. It takes a long time. Sometimes it takes years. But if it happens for long enough, the iron will completely rust away or it will completely corrode. So corrosion is when the original material it gets damaged and it will, if you leave iron out in water with oxygen for long enough, you will end up with no iron at all. You'll just end up with red flakes of iron hydroxide. So you completely corrode away or destroy the iron. Another slow reaction is tarnishing. So tarnishing is when materials are left, again, exposed to the air and they get a kind of a layer on them, which makes them look certainly different. A chemical reaction has taken place. The material has reacted with something in the air, but it normally just forms a layer on it, and sometimes it can be quite protective. So this is silverware. So here's a silver spoon, and this is showing that over time it will react with some molecules in the air to form this black tarnish on it. You can wipe it off, but it is using a little bit of that silver to form that tarnish, and it takes a very, very long time. And another example of tarnish is we have a little bit of copper here. So this is copper, and if we leave copper for long enough, it actually turns green. So this greenness of this building here, this is because the copper, it's a brown shiny metal, it's tarnishing in the air and it's actually forming a green compound on the top of it. So both corrosion, so the slight destruction of material, and when metals in particular get tarnished, they're an example of chemical reactions, but they're an example of chemical reactions that do happen quite slowly, often over years and years of time.